Hey, hey, and more hey. This is Shayla's 89, and this is Other Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 3. And we're going to start off right now. We're going to start it off with T and Hazel meeting up with each other, and they talk about the past and what happened at the reunion and how stuff was being said, how T was getting headed in the alleyway and all this other stuff with Berg, whatnot. And she apologized, they apologized, so that they moved on. Ray J meets up with Little B, aka Brandy, and they talking about how T and Princess became friends. Soldier's doing a video, and Nas pops up to talk to that's what the boy's name is, Ray, about their situation and how she had a problem with Nia and all this other stuff and blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. All these little situations in the show are so stupid. Stupid. Stupid men and stupid women. Yeah. They do stupid things. Fizz is living his single life and he meets up Kamaya. Brandy and her hubby. You meet Brandy and her hubby Max. Nia meets up with Shonda in April. Hazel meets up with Lana and talks to T about her conversation with talks about her and T's conversation, and Milan talks about his situation with Miles. He think he may be cheating and all this other stuff. Yeah. Um. This is his place that has been womanized, and he ain't with that. Mia confronts Nas about the whole Dre situation, and they still get into it. If you notice, this video is only like about to be 3 minutes. Kind of speeding through the whole video because ain't nothing really to talk about this because there's none but confronting each other and all this other stuff, and nobody, and it's getting nowhere. Nikki is with Brandy and they're looking at fabrics for Nikki's lingerie line, and Brandy tells Nikki about how her husband left his ring and how they helped each other's friends, or how how Brandy used to spy on her husband, and how they about to do a spy moment soon. Fizz and all they talk about his situation with Kamaya. Also, Willie from Day 26 is in this episode, and I'm guessing he's in the show because in the episode after the fourth episode, you see a clip with him in it, and his girl. And how he basically needs to have a conversation with Kamaya about where he stands in this whole thing. There's a couple of things you did wrong. If you wasn't trying to have a girl, you should have never gave you a kid. You should have never gave her 2 drawers. You should have never let her sing your kid unless you're trying to get serious. Also, you shouldn't have let her sing your family, but you did that anyway, like a dumb mofo. You dumb mofo. Because see, you do stupid things, stupid shit happens. When stupid shit happens, you have problems in your life. Smart person. Milan wants to talk to Miles about where he was and what his deal is, and that he thinks that he may be cheating, and then Miles walks out because he ain't with it after he drunk to drink on the floor too. Also, Maya and Fizz, they meet at the rock climbing place. Fizz tells Kamaya that you are not the only one that he is dating, and also that you're like the appetizer he's sampling. He doesn't have a main course right now. He's just tasting the appetizer. He's like the person that goes to the bitch. it goes to the buffet, and I'll try that, and I might try that, and I might get that, and I might. That's pretty much what Fizz is doing. And she ain't with it. They separate in their ways, and she might be a little salty. She might be drinking that mornings. So Brandy and Nikki, they do their little sneaking, and they end the episode just like that. I'll be back with episode 4. I might continue it on. Just hold on for a minute. I know. Come on. No. Okay, so continuing on from episode 3 to episode 4. Brandy and Nikki, they do the little spying, they get into the studio and all this other stuff. And Brandy sees her husband has an arm on her shoulder by another chick, and she goes off. And Ray J was like, for a little person, she's like, you're too strong for this, all that other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Hermione, she meets up with Jason Lee, and they talk about, her issue with Fizz, how Fizz couldn't get it up, and all this other stuff, and how the sex was kind of decent, whatever. Miles talks to Hazel about talking to Milana, how they don't see eye to eye with each other in some points. Now he wants to make it up to him. And Hazel was like, well, Hazel's like, girl, you're going to have to make it up in a big way in order for them to come back into your arms. Which is true. It's true. Nikki, Nia, and Princess, and also T, they're at the club. Fizz sees Nikki and wants to talk to her. They go off and talk and whatever. Princess and Ray J, they talk about being on the same page, but also Ray J found out that she was at Drake's party with T. How she find out? Of course, you know how she found out. T's ass. I'll get on that later. I'm about to get comfortable with y'all. I'm about to get real comfortable with y'all. Hold on. Hey, okay. What was I? Brandy, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So Brandy and her little self, she turns into, she is so mad with Max. She don't know what to do. She don't know whether she wants to be mad with him and all this other stuff. And so they get into an argument, and then Max leaves, pretty much, after he throws the ring somewhere. Fizz meets up with April, and they talk about the whole Kamai situation, and how he, talking to Nikki still. Jason Lee pops up and says hi to April and Fizz, and he's trying to get like Fizz side of the thing after telling that Kamai, been talking about stuff and how he said Kamai said the sex wasn't good. But Fizz was like saying, well, if the sex wasn't good, she wouldn't be saying, oh, how she couldn't move out the bed and all this other stuff. You forget, girls lie about sex stuff. They can lie and think it was good and it wasn't. You're just trying to boost your ego, honey. You forget that. Girls do that a lot. If it's good, we'll be honest about it. If it wasn't, and we don't want to hurt your feelings, we'll lie about it. Milan and Miles, they meet up with each other for dinner and in public. Miles shows the tattoo of their initials on his arm. And okay. Sorry. And how and then they kissed in public. Okay. Either way, Miles, if you didn't want to let nobody know that you were gay in the first place, and how you had such an issue, you wouldn't have been on the show. But now since you're on the show, and I know this was filmed way before, I was on the show, you probably have no problem with it now. But I don't think people really care that you're gay anymore. And for the hip hop industry, you're gay that you're gay. I think some of the rappers in the industry are probably gay, and they never want to talk about it. But if they are, who gives a flying? Who cares? If you care that much, then you need to go talk about that with somebody else. Okay? There's a Nicki, they go on a date at his theater, and they talk about Jason Lee and the Kamaya thing, and you know how that whole thing, yeah. And April and Princess, they go shopping, and they talk about how T maybe had set her up. And so Princess decides to do a little rat trap and send a text to T and saying that how they're gonna have a girls' night in Vegas, or girls, day in Vegas. And if she sends it to Ray, they know T's been setting her up. Y'all both be setting each other up, okay? Nicki and Jason Lee, they have a little meeting, and he's willing to help. And then when Nicki brings up Hazel, he had a lot of shit to say about her, all this other stuff. She comes through the meeting. They get into it, and then like a true bitch he is, he throws a drink in her face. No, you don't do that. You're still a man, honey. You don't throw drink. No, and also, like I said, the true bitch he is. He throws a drink and then walks away. Oh, you're not getting away from me that easily. Throw a drink in my face. I'm throwing my wedge face. About that. I know you say don't. I know I just said don't throw no. You throw something at me, you better be prepared for these. You better be prepared for me to hit you. Better, cause I'm finna go to jail. I would have been finna go to jail. And like Hazel said, I don't need nobody to him, but I'm gonna do it personally. You better do it. T and Amber and Monique, they have drinks. And Amber talks about her situation with Miles, how she's tired of waiting, all this stuff. I'm waiting for the fact that Amber's situation is basically the whole thing with Miles. She doesn't really have too much of a storyline. Except the fact that she's waiting for Miles. I'm just waiting for the fact that when she finds out that Miles is gay. I'm waiting for that point. He talks about how Princess invited her to Vegas, and how Monique was like, how you know she's not using you? They're both using each other, like I said. They're both using each other. And how she's gonna text Ray to play with him a little bit. Just forget it. Nicki makes breakfast for Fizz and tells about what happened with Jason Lee. Maya is here and she gets her stuff. So Nicki confronts Maya about talking about her, and Fizz gets on her about talking about Jason Lee. And then the next thing you know, they get into it. She's throwing stuff. Fizz gets hit in the mouth. No, Fizz is not gonna hit her. He's not. He did call her a bitch and all this other stuff. And kicks her out the house. That's the end of that episode. We'll get back more into it when that show comes back on. Other than that, bye guys.
Hit him with the back, with the ass, with the cash. Hit him with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back shot. Hit him with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back shot. Hit him with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back shot. Hit him with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back. The back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit, hit him with the back shot. Hit the back hit. Let me show you how to do it. How to do it. How to do it. how to do it, 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 how to do it. Let me show you how to do it, 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 how to do it Hit him with the back, back with the back, back with the back.